Hi, my name is Rachel Gerardo, and I am here today with Chris Bartolome and Nate Fisher, and we are going to tell you a little bit about proper lifting techniques with both the bench press and the deadlift. So when it comes to weightlifting, it is very important to make sure you are wearing the proper attire. Nate here is going to show you what you should wear when you're going to lift weights. So first we notice that he is wearing a pair of sneakers, perfect for gym wear. He has a pair of athletic shorts on, and he also has a dry fit t-shirt that is more comfortable for sweat. As well, on the floor here, Nate, would you like to show them how to put on the training belt?
Sure.
So this is the training belt, and you wear these when lifting, and it is good for back support. That way you do not strain your back. You want to put it on nice and tight. All right, and lastly, we have some lifting gloves. They are good for grip when holding the bar, as well as protecting your hands. And when you're done, why don't you just do a nice pose and spin for us, Nate? Get it. All right, do a 360. Looks good. All right, thank you. All right, so Chris here is actually the perfect example of what not to wear when lifting. We see at the bottom we have some nice hiking boots. Good for the great outdoors, but probably not what you need for inside at the gym. So as you can see here, he's also wearing all cotton, which if he does manage to sweat a lot, it's going to stay wet a lot longer and not dry as fast as if he was wearing synthetic dry fit clothing. He also, as you can see, is wearing boxing gloves, and these are not going to be helpful for grip, and they're just for a completely different sport. All right, take a spin, Chris. What not to do, folks. Thanks. First, Nate is going to show you how to properly deadlift. So first you're going to step up to the middle of the bar, and your shins should be touching the bar a little bit less than shoulder width apart. Next you're going to grip the bar with a shoulder width grip, and depending on your weight and comfort level, you can do two different grips. Nate, why don't you show us the two different styles? All right, that's both of them. So take a deep breath, and you're going to lift your chest up to make sure you have a flat back to not hurt yourself. Take a deep breath and stand up with the bar, and breathe out on your way up. Then return to starting position. Alright, so now Chris is going to show you exactly what not to do when deadlifting. See, as you can see, we took the weights off of the bar in order to make sure he does not hurt himself when using incorrect form. As you can see, he's not going to stand close to the bar, and because if you stand far away from the bar, it's considered bad form and will work the incorrect muscles. When he lifts, he's not going to straighten his back, and he's going to lift with a curled back, which is considered bad form. Can you reach? All right. And in the end, you're going to squat with the bar, which is not correct form because it's going to put all your weight behind the bar, which is going to make it more difficult. Okay. All right. Thank you, Chris. Next, Nate is going to show you how to properly bench press. And one thing that is very important to keep in mind is when bench pressing, you should always have a spotter. So that is what Chris will be doing. High fives. All right, so the first thing to do is lie down on the bench with your eyes underneath the bar. So next you're going to grab the bar with a medium grip width, a little bit over shoulder width apart, and you're going to make sure your thumbs are around the bar. Next, you are going to unrack the bar by straightening your arms, making sure you keep your wrists locked. Now you're going to lower the bar to your mid-chest, and then you're going to press the bar back up until your arms are all the way straight. And if needed, your spotter can help you rack it, but as you can see, Nate is a pro. All right. Okay, so now Chris is going to show you what not to do when bench pressing. As you can see, we did take the weights off so he does not hurt himself when showing you how to improperly lift. So, two of the biggest things you need to make sure you do is not lock your elbows because this can result in hyperextension. All right, so not locked, locked. Another important thing to keep in mind is that you should be locking your wrists. This is important to avoid future injuries. So locked, not locked. All right. Another thing that is a big deal is the fact that Chris does not have a spotter with him, making sure that he's performing these safely. Okay, so in conclusion, we just want to make sure that everyone knows the proper techniques for lifting, and it is important to make sure you are using the correct form. That way you do not injure yourself in the future. Okay, and we just want to say, be like Nate, don't be like Chris. Bye, Chris.